Hey guys, hope all of you's been doing good and staying away from this sickness and everything. I don't think it's still not hitting our area real close, and of course we might have it and just nobody's been diagnosed with it. But anyways, if I don't know how many of you went and picked up your packets and stuff from school, with your work from myself and the other teachers and things. What I sent you is things that we've either done or gone over. On the one test, there might be a few things on the TIG welding that welding 1 hasn't went over. If you will, just answer what you can of those questions. Of course, none of that, according to the state, we can't grade any of this work. So, I'd just like for you to participate in it and do as much of it as you can, because it's important to know these things, especially if we go back to school, like for welding 2, and they take the knot tie test. Y'all need to practice on that, and you can look the answers up online and whatever you need to do, but just try to research as best you can. I think pretty well all of it is stuff that we've went over. If I go back to school one day, I'll try to get an extra copy of it. I didn't think to bring one home, and maybe go over some of it in one of the videos. Anyways, the big thing I'm interested in is y'all watching the videos that I make, more so than that written work, but I do want you to do both. And what I'd like you to do is, on the videos, is I'm going to post them on K&H Tractor's Facebook page as well. All the instructional videos, I'm going to put them on there. And the reason for that is, some of you had said you don't have accounts to where you can comment on the videos. So, if you happen to have Facebook, which I'd say most of you do, on my home page, on this YouTube channel, at the top, on that picture that's got the tractors, it's got a little Facebook link. If you'll click on that, that'll take you to the K&H Tractors Facebook page. So then, under the videos, in the comments, you can comment, as long as you have a Facebook account. So what I'd like for everybody to do that can, when you watch the videos, just go on there and comment and say hi, hello. If you got a question, ask the question. If you got something to add to what we went over, or a suggestion you would have done different, leave it there, and that way we can kind of correspond with each other and stay in touch, because who knows how long this is going to last. We may be back in school in 2 weeks. We may not go back to school. The vibe I'm getting, it's probably going to be a little while. But I'll probably do a video every other day, or that's my intentions. It may not happen, but I'm going to try to do one every other day. And you don't have to watch them that day, but watch them as soon as you get a chance to. And I don't want to take up your internet. If you got limited internet and that kind of stuff, I understand that too. But these things, it should help you, and you won't really get any hands-on practice during this time frame, but it can keep your memory refreshed and stuff for when we do go back, or for welding 1, if we happen to not go back the rest of the year, you've got a little jump on next year. So, we'll get started. What we're doing, the deck mount on this lawnmower deck, you can see right in there, it has broke off. So, that's got to be welded back. Now, here's the thing that we're going to go over to begin with. If you're doing a project like this for yourself or for a customer, number 1, you want to do a good job as possible. The second thing, you want to be able to do it as efficiently as possible, so that you don't cost them too much money. If you're charging by the hour, you don't want to do extra work that might not be needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assess the situation and see, can I weld it and do a good enough job with the deck on the mower, or do I need to remove it and do it? Now, removing it's going to be more labor involved, but you could probably do a better job removing it. So you got to weigh out your options. This one is particular one is belongs over at my grandmother's that we mow with over there. So, you know, if it was to break again, I can always bring it back. But now, probably if I was going to do this job as a contracting it, or even hourly for somebody else, I'd remove the deck out from under the unit and weld it that way, just because you can do a better job. Most of the time these lawnmower decks are only welded like them flanges on the one side. I'd recommend going ahead and welding both if you're going to do it. So I'm going to look at it here and decide what I'm going to do in this situation. I may try to weld it on the lawnmower instead of taking it out from under it, but it might be easier to take it out. I haven't really gave it a good look over yet, so I'm going to do that and go from there. All right. I have decided to go ahead and remove the lawnmower deck, because it seems to be a fairly simple task. Always pay attention to your washers and spacers and stuff so that you don't get them in the wrong place when you reinstall. Okay, let's go to the other side. I don't know how much y'all can see of this, but hopefully you can tell what's going on. Alright, what we're going to do is just take and hammer this piece back down because of how it's raised up there. I'm going to hijack Clayton's battery powered grinder here and clean this up a little bit. clean this little place up to put the ground on. And then I can hold her down there and get it tacked. And weld it. Now, most of our welders at school, either you all have learned it, and I have, as far as what settings to put it on for what material, because it has actual true voltage. It has a voltage setting and a wire feed speed setting. Well, this one has letters and numbers, or has numbers, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the voltage, and 10, 20, 30, 40 for the wire speed. So I want to look it up and see in this chart. First thing I need to know is the material being welded, which is steel. I'm going to be using solid wire ER70S-6, using electrode positive. Then I'll find my gas mixture. I'm using 75-25. 75% argon, 25% CO2. Next, I need to know my wire size, which is 0.035, and then my material thickness. And I'm going to estimate that to be somewhere in the range of 14 gauge. So it says 3 and 30. 3 on the voltage and 30 on the wire feed speed. So that's what we'll set it at and try it. 3 and 30. Now I've got my welder hooked up to my MIG welder hooked up to this generator, so it's going to get noisy. MIG welding, you don't want your leads tangled up. You need to get them stretched out. That setting seemed just a little bit low for me, so I set it to 440. I'm going to try that. The 3 and 30 probably would have done okay. I could have welded it without stitch welding it, but I don't believe it was going to penetrate hardly enough. So when I set it to 4 and 40, Then, as I tried to weld, it burned a little hole in it, so I started stitch welding it. With stitch welding, you get good penetration in your metal if you got it set hot enough, and then you can eliminate it burning through by pulling the trigger, welding a short distance, let off, pull the trigger, weld a short distance, and let off. And that tends to work pretty good. That way you're getting good penetration, but yet you can keep it from burning totally through the metal. Alright, now that the metal's already warmed up, I'm going to set it back to 3 and 30 and weld this flat top of the deck where it's cracked, and that'll keep it from burning through. Over here I had some of the old weld to weld into, which is thicker, so you don't have hardly as much thickness here on just this flat surface where it's cracked as you would the other place. So I'm going to set it back to 3 and 30. Okay, what I went ahead and did after I welded that first pass in there, all the way around, I did a root pass. Then I come back in and welded 2 passes over it, laced into it to where it tied into the bracket and the deck better. And that'll eliminate the weld itself from re-cracking. Same thing over here on this flat side, where I welded those cracks up. I laced one on either side of it as well, and that'll help tie into the good parts of the metal again and eliminate the root pass from just cracking out of the cracking again right over, you know, about where it was before. But anyways, that's better than it was originally. You can see they don't put a whole lot of weld on them. That there's got a little weld right in here. A little weld there. They don't spend any time from the factory. Something you want to do is look back over these decks while you got them off. A lot of times you'll see paint cracking that looks like weld cracks. And like right in here, I broke that off to see the metal looks good, but always inspect everything good while you've got it out. And right in here you can see it looked like it was cracked, but it's just the paint's flaked off. So I think everything else is good shape on it. We'll get it get her put back in there. Well, we got it put back in, everything lined back up, hooked up good. Deck raises up and down. This handle's bent. I'm gonna try to straighten it out. Got caught on a tree limb, I believe. It won't catch in the slots. But be sure to go on there and to the Facebook page, K&H Tractors Facebook page, and if you're one of my students, leave me a comment. That way I just know that you've watched it. Just a little something saying hello or whatever. And but I appreciate it, and hope all of you keeps healthy through all this.